Nigga, I was really disabled, injured. I couldn't play football, but I was a brave heart. I was tough and rough. So I can't play sports. Nigga, when I got introduced to the gang culture up close and personal, it was everything I was looking for. And I excelled at it. And I was just bullshitting playing just to fit in the boys on recreation. But the way I'm behaving, nigga, my mama don't know. Man, she don't know. Me and my mama find out.
Hey man, we got Charleston White with shocking details about his childhood, man. He sits down with the guy named AJ on Talk with AJ podcast. Make sure y'all go check out this whole interview, man. Hey, Charleston White, give it up, bro. He telling you what I'm saying. His life wasn't really what he was making it out to be when he first hit the internet, bro. He's saying that, hey, bro, I had a, you know what I'm saying, I had a wholesome home, bro. I was a good child coming up, man. But I ain't gonna do too much talking, man. We gonna react to this video of Charleston White breaking down this life story, man. So make sure y'all tune in and we gonna stop and commentate when I feel necessary, man. We got the OG Charleston White up here looking like looking like he about, you know, he got a couple of more years on it with that gray on his face right now, look-wise anyway, man. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, though. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Let's go.
And you do what she say. Yeah, she used to whoop you, nigga, boss you and your friend. I ain't had that. I had a big cousin. So I grew up in a village, homie. So even though I didn't have my father, I got to see him. I had a grandfather, I had an uncle, male cousins. So I had a village.
Oh God!
So there was always a hierarchy in the family. So there was protocols, and one of the main things that I like to highlight.
I'm gonna speed it up.
I've
Y'all
always
already
been
know
an
how to
honest
do.
kid,
Let's do it.
even if it was at my default or consequences. So I would tell on myself, I can't lie. Lying feels cowardly. So as far back as I can remember, I told the truth. So I'm a snitch.
So is that what got you into mitigation, becoming a mitigation specialist? Okay.
What got me in the mitigation specialist is I didn't grow up in the hood. I was sheltered, I was nurtured, I was protected. I wasn't abused, I wasn't molested. I didn't see my mom beat. I didn't see drunk people. I would have to go to my aunt's in the house on the weekend, probably maybe once, 2 or 3 months, and see it. One night, mama come to get us. My mother protected what I saw and heard. I was a very sheltered child. So what got me into working with mitigating factors, doing criminal mitigation is, I landed in a boys' home.
Okay, I'm gonna point out a little fib Charleston White just though. He say he don't do nothing but tell the truth, but you gave us the image like you was just this big bad guy from the hood when you first hit the internet and you was coming to speak for the culture. But now everything just done changed, so I'm guessing we seeing your real person now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what other people probably were thinking. You know what I mean? But I understand where you're coming from. But let's go.
I would have to make up a trauma story to fit in. So during group sessions, we had a packet that was called a life story packet. Well, my trauma is, yeah, I have abandonment issues. Yeah, I felt unloved and unwanted. But I had a supplement to replace that. So my father's absence didn't have a real bearing throughout life because I had an uncle who was like a father. He wasn't positive, but he idolized him. I had male cousins. So I had men around me. My Uncle Joe, my Uncle Campbell, me and my granddad had a barbershop. So my mother intentionally and purposely put us around men.
Okay, so I'm glad
So let me answer that question. Go ahead. So when I got in the boys' home, by that time I had 9 eye surgeries. So I had 9 eye surgeries from 5 to 7, I had like 2 leg surgeries. From 7 to 12, I had 9 eye surgeries. So I've never really been able to play outside. I've never been out the front yard. I sneak and ride the bike around, but I hear him come back. So nigga, I've never been out my mother's front yard. I've been down the street a few houses, but I've never been around the corner and all that by myself playing. Never in life. So 12 years old, my 7th grade year, right before I get in trouble, that was my first time ever in life going to school for a whole school year because I was always in the hospital. So I grew up in the hospital. I had a private tutor. I was taught one-on-one, was gave a wealth of books. So I retained knowledge early. I just didn't know what adults know what they do to teach children. Man, they shove this shit in my head. I don't know what's in there until I get somewhere and start engaging conversation from whatever level. So it's a lot in there. Cause I mean, how I know about that? How I found it? Where did I learn about John Brown? So shit, I asked myself, man, who taught? And I can always think back to that tutor. So when I go to the boys' home, they had what they call a resource. The program was for children who had committed.
He done been in and out the hospital and boys' home, so he had no choice but to get a strong mind. You know, he very strong minded on this internet because he know what he doing, bro. But you just gotta listen to Charleston White.
Murder. It was Texas' most violent youth offenders, and so they had
Not vouching for none of the bull crap he done said though throughout the years.
the environment was designed by two psychologists and a psychiatrist, and it was in the program was called Positive Peer Culture, and you can look this up. And it had nothing to do with rehabilitation. Rehabilitation don't work if you don't do resocialization. That's why niggas who go to prison, how to rehabilitate, reoffend. They don't have no resocialization. You got to go back and undo all the wrong you was taught. So most niggas don't know how to say please, thank you, ma'am. Most niggas are inconsiderate to self and others, easily aggravated, aggravate others, mislead others, easily mislead, got authority. So these are all problems that you can solve with skills. So nigga, they taught us these skills. So when it's time to do your life story, you gotta pack it this thick. And it's walking you from the time that you can remember, your earliest memory, up until you committed your crime. I don't have no trauma. I ain't grew up in the hood. I gotta make up shit. I gotta make up shit, nigga. You know, so I spent 7 years there. Nigga, we were doing group sessions 2 or 3 times a day because at this time we was Texas' first generation of children who committed these violent crimes. So they really doing a study. So I landed in the boys' home. I didn't know children went to bed hungry until I started hearing their life story. I didn't know kids got molested. But I was wondering why my mama would ask me, son, have anybody ever touched you? No, mama, why you having that? I didn't know niggas saw their mama having sex. I never seen that.
That's wild right there. But I'm wondering, did he hit the boys' home after they, you know what I'm saying, committed the crime that they commit, him and his friends? If y'all know that, leave that in the chat and don't forget to hit that like button. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out what the timeline right now.
The man come out of my mother's bedroom. I know nigga walked in while their mama was hitting the pipe, sucking their best friend dick, and they 14 years old. I ain't know that, homie. So
never seen nothing.
Nigga,
like
I'm waiting to do my life story to land because I ain't got nothing to say. And this is the emerging era of the gangs. I'm from the suburb, nigga. I ain't never seen gangs except on colors and now. So nigga, I gotta try to fit in. So nigga, that's where I learned about mitigating factors. I started because my mother was a foster parent. My cousin then went into CPS. So I used to mistreat the kid. My mom won't get out of my room. Yeah, man, y'all close my icebox. Yeah, you know, yeah. So yeah, just being, you know, kids are mean. So I was fascinated by poor children. When I went to school, nigga, my niggas ain't had no shoes. They rode the bus. Nigga, I wear my new shoe. Bought after 4 5. Somewhere them shoes that I bought. Mom, I let Patrick wear them. Boy, you better bring them shoes back. Mom.
It seems like Charleston White trying to tell us he didn't struggle at all, man. I don't know if this a plot, a little plot that he's running with now. You know what I'm saying? Because this sound kind of wicked. He never did this, but he's dope. Whenever he starts seeing something and got his, you know what I'm saying, mind together and learned how to talk, bro, it's crazy.
He didn't come to school. You better walk down there and get him. So I took on my mother's spirit. So nigga, when I get out the boy home, I ain't too many suburban kids in there. Nigga, I heard some stories on me. And nigga, we bonded through those group sessions. So when I get out, none of the kids that I grew up with and went to school with got in trouble with me. I was hanging with some awesome niggas older than me. I didn't grow up with, bro. I just knew them that summer. So nigga, I didn't know these people. So yeah. So nigga, so I'm not what I've been pretending. I was small. Nigga, I was really disabled, injured. I couldn't.
So you really didn't tell the truth, is what you're saying. You say you was a truth teller from the jump. So you came to the internet capping.
Play football, but I was a brave heart. I was tough and rough. So I can't play sports. Nigga, when I got introduced to the gang culture up close in person, it was everything I was looking for. And I excelled at it. And I was just bullshitting playing just to fit in the boys' home, recreation. But the way I'm behaving, nigga, my mama don't know. Man, she don't know. Me and my mama found out. She had came to see me in the middle of the week. I had split somebody's eye open with a battery. And before they got ready to lock me up, I said, man, I ain't gonna do nothing, I'm gonna hang myself. And no, man, don't say that. But nigga, by the time you say they come lock my ass up, put me on suicide watch. So they called and tell my mama on suicide watch. She sure.
So basically Charleston said he was just a bad little chap, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to the group home, wherever he was at. I don't know if it's for, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was for the little crime that him and his crimees had committed or what, but he sounded like he was a bad little kid, man.
the middle of the week. Non-visitation day, being a real mama. And nigga, she give me a talking to to shame me so bad. And nigga, she want my mama. Them people knew I wasn't that kind of kid. For a mother to do this and how many, yeah, because I ain't acting like this. They said, he act like this in front of you. Man, they see a whole different kid. That's what gave me favor.
Got it.
You get your favor from your parents.
Yeah.
Right.
The world is gonna treat you according to who your mother and father is.
I agree.
So what's the story behind your eye? Because you mentioned that you know, in and out of the hospital. So
I fell in the washing machine when I was 5 years old, and I broke everything from my waist down. So my bone literally popped out of here. So I remember my aunt came and got me, and I passed out from the pain and the shock. And she was screaming and hollering, hysteria. I woke up briefly, and my legs was dangling like tree limbs were broken. I broke everything from my waist down.
Man.
The washing machine on full spinning cycle. When I fell in, I passed out.
Shit.
Woke back up. Next time I woke back up, my mom was it was in the emergency room. My mom was in the hallway hiding my baby. I passed back out. Next time I woke up, my daddy was there. I thought I was dreaming.
Damn.
And I had a full cast on. So that's at 5. I had to learn how to re-walk again. So I missed school for almost like 2 years.
Damn.
So at 7, I'm the kid that climb the house and jump off. Yeah, nigga, I'm the mother get in the car and pull it back and ride down. Yeah, so I was real mischievous, but adventurous.
Bad mischievous.
And they don't know what to, most black families don't know what to do with that kind of kid. Yeah, I'm into everything. Everything catches my interest and attention. So at 7, I was playing with a homemade slingshot. Pencil, rubber band, easy method. Shoom, shoom. So I got an extreme nature. I do everything overboard. I'm extreme in everything.
And that ain't hard.
I pull that motherfucker back far as it's supposed to go. Test it, and then be boom, big back.
That ain't hard to tell. That ain't hard to see, bro, because he go to the extreme on everything. Just pay attention to Charleston White.
And flick me an eye.
Wow.
So that caused a minor injury. The next day or 2 days later, I went to the circus, and I used to be fascinated with clowns. I seen some clowns, took off running, but I put my head down, and when I raised up, I boom, hit a pole. And the impact from that pole caused blood clot, I think, on my lens or my cornea. So the first surgery, they thought it was going to be a success. I used to have a pressure build-up, nigga, on my head. At 9 years old, the pain was so extreme, I would think suicide.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, I ain't never life, but the pain. Also, they had to take my eye out because just think over the years, it would have been, nigga couldn't, because the pressure was a pressure buildup. So they had to have 9 eye surgeries. That was traumatizing. So nigga, by the time I get to 6th grade, they put my prosthetic in, but it's not a full prosthetic. 7th grade, I get the full prosthetic. I don't have to come back for like until I'm almost 18.
Right.
Till I'm almost 18. So now I just got, first I had a blue eye, so a blue clog like a dog eye. So you had me what happened to my eye just right under me a bullet. I hit you in your mouth. So I was known for a nigga who was still off on you. I set examples. Because my mother worked for General Motors, she was transferred her, so we went to new school. I went to the new school a lot. I learned to hit 2-3 niggas in the mouth and won't nobody ever bother me about my eye. Yeah, they whisper about it. Yeah, but they ain't stop asking. So yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. At the beginning, my boy Charleston White said he really didn't go through nothing and see nothing. And this man well, you done been through a lot. You fell in the wash machine at 5 years old and broke everything from your waist down. You're 7 years old. You get your out, you know what I'm saying? You run into a pole at a circus. Man, you done been through a lot. 14, 15, you go to jail for, get charged with a body, bro. You was wild, man. You done been through a lot, bro. You a mischievous bad chap when you was growing up, but look where it landed you, somewhere great. Let's keep it going, man.
So when I get the eye put in, now I gotta adjust with I'll be cross-eyed. But I ain't cross-eyed, I got a prosthetic eye.
Got it.
Back then they didn't move, now they move. So my mother was, man, we were very, very financially stable. That was a very expensive surgery. Yeah. Most poor people wouldn't have been a prosthetic. Yeah, so but it was very excruciating having to go through that process.
And your mom probably had some good insurance too, bro.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, so my mother, I had free health insurance until I was like 25, 26. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, I would get out. Yeah. Nah, nigga, we had Promacur, something, or late, nigga, up until I was 25, I had free insurance. And plus, my dad was in the military, retired from the Navy. So, nigga, I've been all right. Yeah.
So, speaking of your dad, whatever happened to your father? Because I know
your dad, he grew old and died.
Okay.
Yeah,
so can you elaborate? What was your relationship with him?
Distant told me the father from the 70s and 80s, but distant dad like Denzel on fences. Yeah, nigga, because they got issues they can't resolve. Mental health issue, mom issue. It wasn't nothing for them niggas. If a kid is born and his dad died before he was born. A police officer. Nobody ever said that father's death and absence has a negative impact on him. You know why? He got a whole nother police force that steps in his father.
Okay.
A village. You don't take a mother and a father to raise a child. It take a village to raise one. I had a village, so I never knew my dad was really.
I always hear that.
My mama, if he stayed gone away too long, my mama gonna take me to see him. So nigga, I had access to him. I had access to his side of the family. But my mama shielded us from negative men. Daddy, uncle got to come over there when mama gone. But no, my mama shielded us from negative men. She took us to the barber shop to see him, to show us which one you want to be like. But up close and personal, you don't have no impact on my children.
Okay. So let me ask you this. We'll pivot a little bit because you mentioned God a lot. You speak of God a lot.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned a few books that a young man should read before the age of 20.
Charleston White basically had sound like he had a pretty financially stable growing up, but like physically, bro, he went through a whole lot physically and mentally, bro, because you got to be strong-minded to be able to deal with something like that. That's probably why he's so focused on his craft now, but we're going to get into a little bit more of this right here, then we're going to get up out of here. Let's see what they're talking about.
One, I believe you said in previous conversations. Now, there's two which I would like to highlight, which is you mentioned the Bible and the Quran. So what's your
preference?
Did you grow up in the church? What's your spiritual
right.
ideology?
I grew up as a kid going to church traditionally.
Okay.
And everybody was in there was serious except me. I thought everybody was bullshitting. It was scary, it was spooky, and I was looking up on them whole dresses that were falling out. You know, with the Holy Ghost. So I was getting peace.
Yeah, that right there used to be scary, boy, to going to church and you seeing these people acting like zombies. You know what I'm saying? It give me zombie behavior, bro. I guess they be touched with the Holy Ghost. When I was little, I thought it was, you know what I'm saying, they was tripping, getting up, doing a little shouting and things like that, bro. That right there used to trip me out, bro. I'm like, is it really something going through their body? You know what I'm saying? What's going on for real? Somebody else controlling them or something. But I understand what he said, because it was scary looking. But now that I'm older, I'm understanding a little bit more what was really going on.
A lot. Yeah. The women in front of them had them tight dresses that were trying to get deacon's attention. I was seeing them whole flirt with deacons. So I was a managed kid watching grown people.
Right.
So as a kid, God talk didn't scare me. I cussed in church as a kid. Yeah. I done fucked in church before as a boy. So that shit don't scare me. You can't get me with that. Now you get me with the boogeyman and Bloody Mary, but you can't get me with righteous talk and moral talk. And I got a mother who's trying to teach me that, but the man I idolize is contradicting it with pimp and player and slap a hole in the mouth dog.
Right.
So
See, he swear he didn't see nothing, but he talking about pimping and
I had God before I was introduced to the traditional shit.
Okay.
To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. I used to go see God when they used to put me to sleep with the anesthesia as a kid. Because you have to go, you literally die.
Right.
Where did your soul go when you're under anesthesia? I used to go somewhere. This how I know I used to go somewhere. They couldn't put me in the bed to go to the surgery. I've had so many surgeries. It was like dying because I would cry as if I was losing my life. The fear, my mother would have to carry me to the doors of surgery. And I'm crying for dirty. It's like dying on me. When they put that anesthesia on you. See, kids the effects of drugs ain't good for kids. Anesthesia is some of the most potent drugs that you can give a child. Man, I hated that shit on me. So, when I used to go to sleep, I went to heaven. I dreamed about climbing up a ladder, going God, talking and everything. And I would come back down.
So what would you see like?
God. I don't know what God looked like. It was a presence. It was clouds. It was a long ladder I would climb. Like Jack and the Beanstalk. I would climb back down and get in that body. I can recall this. And when I got back in that body, that's when the terror come again. It was peace outside that body. When I got back in that body.
All right, man, we gonna cut that right there, though, man. If y'all want to go check out the rest of this right here, though, man, on Talk with AJ, man, I swear that guy AJ look familiar, bro. But, yeah, he only got like 631 subscribers, so I'm pretty sure he got Charleston White on his channel. He's not new to the game, though, so this probably a new channel or something. Make sure y'all go check that out, though. Y'all can't even see it. I'm going to slide it over for y'all to see it real quick. Let y'all see Talks with AJ podcast. Make sure y'all go check that out. But man, Charleston White has been through a lot, bro. That's real wild business what he got going on, man. I ain't gonna say it's wild business. Dang, my camera messed up again. But I'm gonna take that off then. Take the camera off. I'm just gonna talk. But man, like I was saying, man, I had a homeboy, you know, when he say that that anesthesia is a crazy drug, man. Say kids don't need to be on drugs, man. And anesthesia is one of the most potent drugs ever. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got a homeboy who was going through some of them same kind of conditions, bro. Me and my brother used to be by our side all the time. We young, we like probably around 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, bro. I swear to God, ever since I known him, bro, he always had to go to the hospital to have eye surgery. Man, my boy Pookie, shout out to him. Rest in peace to my boy Pookie, bro. That's one of my homies. Passed away a couple years ago due to drugs or what may have, man. That's just rumored to be, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, because I really don't know. But from what I'm hearing in my last interaction with my homie Pookie, bro, he it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, we all in the hood one day. He stayed right around the corner from the hood, man. We all chilling one day. We out there sitting. You know, my boy Pookie go off into a little ring. Like, what up with your Pook, boy? You know, we ain't seen him in a minute. We checking him out. We been hearing, you know what I'm saying? He messed up, you know what I'm saying? So we get to talking to him. Next thing you know what I'm saying? You talk to him, it sound like he don't even know who you are. But he know your name, though. That's what's crazy. But if you get to talking, everybody in the group talking, you hear Pookie in the background. Oh, man, them guys, they you know what I'm saying? Them guys, they do. Like, dang, what's going on? Immediately, you know what I'm saying? I know something ain't right, so I get away ASAP, man. But I feel Charleston White has had a rough history, bro. He came out lying to it, making it seem like he was just so had it all rough, man. To come to find out, he letting us know now that he really was just a problem child that was in a financially stable home. He had the Golden Gates, basically is what he's saying. He just couldn't get himself together. But now, as an adult, you can see Charleston White on his interview. He say when he do things, he go to the extreme, and as we can see, that's exactly what he do on this internet right now. But I F with Charleston White. I don't agree with none of the crazy things that he says on his internet. But when it comes to him just speaking and not actually attacking nobody and just keeping it real, man, Charleston White got good game. So make sure y'all go check out AJ stuff, though, man. This AJ Talk with AJ podcast, and hit that subscribe button over here. And hit that hype button if you done made it this far. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm just trying to talk to y'all a little bit more at the end instead of trying to talk early. So anybody who really F with me, they end up hearing this right here, man. My camera gone, so you can't see me right now. I'm gonna have it fixed for the next video, man. And if y'all want to see a reaction video of me reacting to a Long Beach, California guy getting poked up at a store after a studio section, man, make sure y'all tap in. It will be uploading after this video, man. I don't know, man, just keeping it real. We're gonna call a ball, strike, the Metaverse Umpire, BT Scoop.